Good morning, everyone. It is 10 o'clock, so we will begin with our commissioners' meeting. First of all, I'd like us to begin with a moment of silent prayer. Thank you. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance to the American flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Do we have an executive session announcement for
We do.
today?
We have one. An executive session was held on March 5th, 2025 at approximately 1:30 p.m. with two commissioners regarding one individual employee.
Thank you. Is there any public comment today? I don't have my glasses on. I don't see anybody.
No.
Okay. All right. Commissioner comments. Commissioner Burke, do you have something? No. We've been kind of busy. All right. Well, let's go on then to the consent agenda. Please lead us through.
Thank you. We're starting this week at Resolution 86-2025, Section A, ratification of the following, actually 6 warrant lists. The first 3 are duplicates. So we have 6. Section B is 2025 budget transfer to cover the fees for legal fees from McNeese Wallace in the amount of $135. Section C, budget transfer to cover the fees for the 911 center gate repair for $1,000. D and E are the status changes and terminations.
Do I have a motion for the approval of the consent agenda?
So moved.
I'll second that. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, that passes.
Human resources.
We will begin with.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, with the staff reports. I was thinking that we were doing. Yes, HR is next, right?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Just here to request approval of a side letter of agreement authorizing some grant-funded bonuses to be dispersed to certain union-eligible members of the Public Defender's Office.
And this is a long-awaited grant-funded opportunity for that office.
Yes.
Thank you. I'll make a motion that we approve the request for a approval of a side letter agreement authorizing the payment of those retention bonuses as described in the agenda here today. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That passes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Public Works. Good morning. Didn't see you back there.
I'm hid behind the pillar.
Yeah.
I'm requesting approval for the payment of the invoice made outside the county purchasing policy received from Roto-Rooter Plumbing and Drain Service for emergency sewer work in the amount of $274.
Thank you. And you don't get much of a chance to think about that, do you? I'll make a motion that we approve the payment for the invoice outside of the county purchasing policy for the emergency sewer work from Roto-Rooter. Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? All right, that passes. Thank you. Public Works Highway. Good morning.
Requesting approval of agreement for purchases under bidding threshold by and between the County of Blair, Blair County Public Works Highway Department, and Valley, Valley Tire Company for passenger, light truck and commercial truck for tire services as set forth as county approved purchase orders.
I'll make a motion to approve the agreement for purchases under the bidding threshold as described in the agenda. Is there a second?
Second?
Thank you. All those, any discussion or question? I don't have a question because I'm familiar with it. That's- No, all right. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? I guess not. We approve that then, thank you. You can go on to your next.
Requesting approval to accept and review bids received for the county salt storage building and to award and reject per county code thereafter.
I'll make a motion, a long-awaited motion for to accept the bids received for the county salt storage building and award or reject per the county code. Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion or questions?
This was one that we've been talking about since, I think, before you and I were elected, so it's good to
Yes.
see it moving forward.
That is, thank you. All right, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? All right, that passes. Thank
All
you
right,
very
thank you.
much. Fort Rokerdo. Good morning, Glenn.
Good morning, Commissioners. I'm here today requesting approval to increase the Fort Roberdeau adult admission fee from $6 to $10.
Thank you. I'll make a motion that we approve the increase requested from $6 to $10 for adults. First of all, is there a second?
I will second.
Is there any question, discussion, anything like that?
I think we had asked this before it came to the agenda, but do we know when the last time this fee was raised?
It was like very early on when I was first hired, maybe like 2011, 12, and we were considering it at the pandemic, and then with the pandemic, we decided. So it's been over 8 years, Commissioner Burke.
Thank you. That's everything?
Yeah, and we did do some research on what other local
Yes.
venues are charging. And we
Yes.
feel like this is a reasonable
Yes,
amount.
yes, very much.
Yes. Yes, and it is less than a lot of things
Yeah.
still, so.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good things to see there.
Yeah.
All right, then. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes.
Thank you.
Next is social services. Good morning, Trina. I like your purple shirt.
Thank you. We're requesting approval to authorize Commissioner David Kessling as the chief elected official to sign there's 20 listed site-specific Tier 2 environmental review records for Blair County's housing rehabilitation, existing owner-occupied housing rehabilitation program. 18 of those are whole home from our whole home repair program. There are 5 that are co-whole home and lead hazard funded units. One is a single lead hazard funded unit, and then the last one is just CDBG.
Okay. Is there a motion for this request?
So moved.
I'll second the motion.
I do have a question. Is there a deadline for this to be submitted that's?
So before we would award, we'd have to have his signature on those Tier 2s. That's all, before we would enter contract with the contractor.
Okay. I just wasn't sure if we should amend it to have Amy sign if you needed it quickly, but if it's not urgent, I think. it'll be
No,
fine.
these are units that we're working, that are ready. They're ready to contract. So some of them are, some of them aren't. It just depends on where they're at.
Okay.
Well,
It's just easier to kind of hold them now because we can't send them individually over there.
we're anticipating that Commissioner Kessling will be back on Monday, so is that soon enough
Yep,
then?
that's fine.
Okay,
Yep.
great. Well, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed, the motion passes. Thank you. Public safety. Good morning, Sue.
Requesting approval of 2025 preventive maintenance agreement between the County of Blair on behalf of the Blair County Department of Emergency Services and Palco Power Systems for the maintenance of the 2 generators of the 911 center for the period of April 1st, 2025 through March 31st, 2026, in the total amount of $1,461.44 for the 1 annual visit.
Thank you. I'll make a motion that we approve the 2025 preventative maintenance agreement as outlined in the agenda. Is there a second?
Second.
Are there any questions or comments? All right, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed? The motion passes. Go
Second
ahead with
one.
your second.
Requesting approval for 2025 preventative maintenance agreement between the County of Blair on behalf of the Department of Emergency Services and Pelco Power Systems for the maintenance of Blair County's 911 commercial vehicle for the period of April 1st, 2025 through March 21st, 2026, in the total amount of $794.96 for 1 annual visit. And that is
Should that
supposed
be
to be,
March 31st?
it should be March 31st.
I wondered. Right. I'll make a motion that we approve the 2025 preventative maintenance agreement for the commercial vehicle as outlined in the agenda. Is there a second?
Second.
All right, any questions or comments? Okay. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. Thank you. GIS. I believe we're probably familiar enough with it. Do you have any questions? Should we?
No, I don't have any questions. I mean, if you're comfortable, we can vote, or we could move it to old business for next, it's going to be 2 weeks before the next meeting, though. So.
Yeah, I'd hate to delay it. It's not something that would seem to be an issue. I'll make a motion then that we approve the contract requested by the GIS department with Precision Laser and Instrument Incorporated for the Juniper Systems Geode Sub-Meter Global Positioning System Receiver as outlined in the agenda. Is there a second?
I will second.
All right. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? The motion passes. Court administration. Good heavens. We're just not very popular today, are we? Okay. This is a contract we do every year, isn't it?
It's the request for the senior judges grants, and then the state decides what portion of what we are requesting to send to us, and usually it's a lot less than what we ask for. But.
Yes, it is. Would you like to make the motion?
Sure. I will make a motion to approve the submission of the senior judge reimbursable cost grant application to the AOPC as outlined on the agenda.
I'll second that. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes. Commissioners, are you going to present these?
I can.
All right, thank you.
Requesting approval of the cooperation agreement between the County of Blair and the Central Pennsylvania Humane Society authorizing the County of Blair to administer a local share account grant award from the Commonwealth Financing Authority in the amount of $700,000 with the Central Pennsylvania Humane Society to be used for the construction costs of a new facility. The period of performance is October 22nd, 2024 through June 30th, 2027.
Is there a motion to approve this request?
So moved.
I'll second that. Any comments or anything? We know we've been working on this for a while.
Yes. Yeah, and we know that it's very badly needed for their new building, so excited to see how that takes shape.
Yes, all right. Well, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Then the motion passes.
Requesting approval to submit an application for the 2024-2025 P Corp Loss Prevention Grant Program for the projects listed below in the total amount of $15,110.
Is there a motion? Wait a minute, I said that wrong. I would invite a motion to approve this.
I will make a motion to approve the submission of the application for the P Corp Loss Prevention Grant as outlined on the agenda.
Thank you, I'll second that. We apply for these grants annually for various safety and loss prevention concerns, and this is another one on the road to increasing the safety here at the building. So, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Then the motion passes. We have no old business listed. Could I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
So moved.
I'll second that. We will see you all at the next Board of Commissioners meeting on Thursday, March the 20th at 10 in the morning, right here. Thank you. Have a great day.